And I mean, that makes it such a delight because everybody in my band, there's such contrasts. And you get somebody like Simon House, who's very sort of quiet and from very London, you know, a Hawkwind background. And you get Dennis Davis, who's the ultimate raver from, you know, from straight out of James Brown band. And you get those two together, you get some really interesting things happen. Extraordinary, because their personalities are completely different. And you get Eno on top of all that, and, you know, everybody else who contributes. Kentucky Idling, you know, it's really quite bizarre. Well, on this one, what we did, we all did, and this produced something really quite interesting. We all switched instruments. Everybody played the instrument they hadn't played before. And what you got was these guys like Carlos Alomar, who's been like a pro and really good and knows his stuff for years and years. Suddenly, on rhythm guitar, suddenly he was drumming. And he became like an excited schoolboy who just found rock and roll. You know, everybody, when they pick up the wrong instrument that they haven't played before, Dennis Davis, the drummer, suddenly on bass, you know, and it all comes back to him, what it was originally all about, you know, and you can hear that on this. And this is my, it's sort of it's quite humorous, really. It's my answer to sort of girl songs. It's an ultra chauvinistic piece called Boys. The only person, of course, who didn't change instruments was Adrian Belew, who has the uncanny talent of sounding as though he's never played the guitar. Which I know he'll take as a compliment, because that's his philosophy about guitar playing. It should sound as though it's just happened. Wow. Band has just found electronics. Yeah, so that's Boys. And it is extraordinary that the enthusiasm that comes over from people who who are not playing their correct instrument or the instrument they're used to. This next one is called Repetition, and it's a somber subject. I'll just play it. Johnny is a man, and he's bigger than you. Yeah, again, it's something that sort of you're faced with in the American newspapers all the time. I mean, the whole thing about wife beating is just unbelievable in the States. I mean, it's become...
What's that track called?
Repetition.
Yeah, I like that with the Turkish one very much.
Yes, I suppose
I think the Turkish one's my favourite.
If there are any straightforward social observations, then those two are probably it on the album. But I certainly didn't want to sort of end up with a sort of a...
Your voice sounds very similar to when Gospel Recorders turned down.
Yes, it does go back. I think that, again, that's something that I found remarkable when I finished, how much I'd taken from all my previous albums on it. It goes, some of them are even... I mean, Fantastic Voyage could quite easily have turned up on Hunky Dory. I mean, there's lots of different areas of what I've done on it. Yeah. Okay, this is the last track of the album, and it's the cheekiest yet. And firstly, it's some of the paintings I've done that red boxes keep appearing,
which we never see.
Right, the people hold red boxes, and I've often wondered what the red box was all about in the paintings, and I sort of came to the conclusion it was probably responsibility, because the people that are carrying the red boxes always are like that, as though they've got it and they don't want it, you know, and sort of, though they're stuck with this red box. So I thought I'd put it into a song as well, so the red box is back. And I think it's about responsibility. And it's called, it's called Red Money.
Central, red